Hey, Alaska Urban Hippie here. Quite a few of my hens are molting right now, even though it's November and it's pretty cold out. I'd say today is probably 30 degrees, and I just want to show you the difference between a molting chicken and a non-molting chicken. So this is a Rhode Island Red, and she is about 1.5 years old. And she's starting to molt pretty hard. So you can see how patchy she is. And she's missing her tail completely. And her wings look pretty bare. She just looks patchy and not super healthy. But that's what a chicken looks like when they molt. We'll see if she lets me get close enough. And she's actually missing a full patch of feathers right on her neck, the front of her neck. Poor girl. But then here's a hen. It's the same breed, and she's not molting. So you can see the difference between a molting chicken and a not molting. Same breed. So you can see this pretty lady's, her full tail, her wings, the fluff on her bum, versus this scraggly girl. And this black chicken is also molting. So bad to the point that we needed to make her a little coat, because otherwise her back is naked, and it's November in Alaska. There we go. Now you can see the naked neck. So a couple of our girls who are molting harder than what would be good for them right now, we've added coats onto. This is Owl, and she's a backyard blend, which means she's just a mutt of a chicken. She's also molting, but her feathers started to come back in, so she's looking a lot better. But some of the hens that are molting harder than others, meaning more feather loss, since the last few days have been around, I don't know, in between like 25, 30 degrees, some of the hens that don't have as many feathers have just been hanging out in the coop because it's warmer in there, and that makes sense. Another thing about molting is that your egg production is going to totally drop. So out of my 9 chickens, I'm getting like 1 to 2 eggs a day. That's it, out of 9 chickens. And yeah, so that's just something that comes with molting. I mean, molting, just the process of chickens losing and replacing all of their feathers is completely normal and totally natural, but sometimes it can take a couple weeks or even like a month or 2 for them to really adjust themselves again. And while they're molting, it's going to be really important for them to have high levels of protein in their diet, and it's going to be important to keep them warm because their feathers are normally doing that. But as you can see with this little lady, I mean, she doesn't even have a tail right now. And molting also makes your eggs decrease because the chicken's body is putting all of its energy and protein into creating more feathers. It's not focusing on reproducing and making eggs for you. So that's something to keep in mind. But it's an important thing for chickens, to be able to replace their feathers and keep themselves healthy. So even though it's kind of a pain for us backyard chicken keepers, because the reason we have chickens is for the eggs, but it's just something that the girls need to do. So be patient with them.